All efforts are being thrown at combating the coronavirus disease after a case was confirmed in Lagos. Earlier today, federal government assured citizens of capacity to contain it, and Lagos government says it is working hard to keep the virus at bay. And ahead of the sitting of Monday, it's weekend before the Supreme Court will sit an application by the PDP and Mr. Emeka Ihedioha to review the Supreme Court judgment which sacked Ihedioha and made Hope Uzodinma governor. There is apprehension and anxiety ahead of Monday. Hello everyone and welcome to the program. This is Politics Today live on Channels Television. I'm Sean Kimbaloye. It's no longer news that the dreaded coronavirus disease has been confirmed on Nigerian soil. What is perhaps news now is that the World Health Organization has today upgraded the global risk level of the spread to very high. But the federal government says it has all it takes to stop the spread. The Minister of Health has been explaining the efforts of the federal government of Nigeria in this regard.
We have started working to identify all the contacts of the patient since he entered Nigeria, and even those who were with him on the aircraft. We have been in touch with the aircraft authority, the aircraft owners, to find out who his seatmates were. Please be reminded that most people who become infected may experience only mild illness and recover easily, but it can be more severe in other people, particularly those who are elderly and those who have other underlying chronic diseases. All Nigerians should therefore take care of their own health and maintain hand and respiratory hygiene to protect themselves, protect their families and others, following the precautions which I give you below. First, regularly and thoroughly wash your hands with soap and water and use alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Secondly, maintain at least 1.5 meters, about 5 feet distance between yourself and anyone who is coughing or sneezing. Persons with persistent cough or sneezing should stay at home and keep away from crowd, should not mix around in crowd, and should keep what we call a social distance. Citizens must not abuse social media and indulge in spreading misinformation and false rumors that cause fear and panic. The Federal Ministry of Health, through the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, will continue to provide updates and will initiate all measures required to prevent the spread of any outbreak in Nigeria.
And while the Lagos government, where the case was confirmed, appears very confident of dealing with the situation. The governor of the state earlier spoke with journalists in Lagos on the situation and how the Lagos government is handling things.
For us here in Lagos, everything that needs to be done, we're doing, and we'll continue to have dialogue, and support, if required, from the Federal Ministry of Health. But we're assured that, like the professionals have said, that this patient is stable, and every health intervention that is required is currently being given. And we can say that we're ready, and we're just hoping that we can very quickly put this behind us.
Many Nigerians, especially Lagos residents, are apprehensive about the situation. But information on what to do has been given by authorities, some of which you can find on our website, channelstv.com. Let's now check out some other stories you're following for you on our political roundup.
Amnesty International is again coming under verbal attack as a civil society group, God Bless Nigeria, appeals to the international agency to stop what it describes as a deliberate act to distract the Nigerian military from concentrating on the fight against insurgency. Addressing journalists after a peaceful march around the Eagle Square in Abuja, the assistant coordinator and spokesperson of the group, Theresa Tekena, says the Nigerian military requires the support and cooperation of everyone to combat the menace of insurgency. The group, however, calls on the Nigerian military to intensify efforts to end insurgency in the country. President of the Court of Appeal, Justice Zainab Bokachua, has commissioned the 20th Division of the Court of Appeal in Gombe State. The new appellant court will serve Gombe, Yobe, and Borno State. Governor Nuwa Yahaya says the establishment of the new court will in no doubt promote speedy adjudication of judicial matters and increase access to justice for the people. Shortly after the commissioning, Governor Yahaya and other dignitaries witnessed the inaugural session of the appeal court, presided over by Justice Bokachua. As part of efforts to stem the crisis rocking the All Progressives Congress, a civil society group under the umbrella of Friends of Oshomole is calling on persons dissatisfied with Mr. Oshomole's leadership not to derail the party in their quest to remove him as the national chairman of the party. Fielding questions from journalists in Abuja after a peaceful protest at the headquarters of the party, the spokesperson of the group, Mr. Idris Farouk, says all those calling for the removal of Mr. Oshomole are only interested in their personal ambition of clinching power come 2023. The group insists that Mr. Oshomole is doing well as the national chairman of the party and needs the support of all loyal party members to do more. Kidnapping has received a stiff opposition and may no longer thrive in Nasarawa State. This is because Governor Abdullahi Sule has signed the anti-kidnapping bill into law. The law, which has stringent deterrence mechanism according to the government, is proscribed so as to stamp out the perpetrators of the act from the state.